Okay, so we have to solve this equation in the domain where x is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 2 pi. So first off, let's simplify cosine squared x. So in this identity, we have sine squared x plus cosine squared x equals 1. So if we were to isolate cosine squared x, we'd have to subtract sine squared x on both sides. And we just get cosine squared x equals 1 minus sine squared x. Okay, so we can just replace this cosine squared x with 1 minus sine squared x right here. So we have now 2 times 1 minus sine squared x equals 3 sine x. Okay, so now on the left side, let's multiply them both together. So we get 2 minus 2 sine squared x equals 3 sine x. Okay, now let's just bring everything onto one side. So now we get 2 sine squared x plus 3 sine x minus 2 equals 0. Now, if we were to just use a u substitution for sine x, we can just say that, or let's just make it a so it's easier. So a equals sine x. So now we can just say 2, and this is, since this is sine squared x, this is the same thing as sine x times sine x. So this is just going to be a squared, and then 3 sine x, which is just going to be 3a, and then minus 2 equals 0. Now this is just simple quadratic now. So we can just factor this out to find zeros. So we have this on the diamond, we have negative 4 on top, and then 3. So we can just say 4 and negative 1. Okay, so now we can just say 2a squared plus 4a minus 2 equals 0. And then now we can just take this side and then take this side. So we can take out 2a. So we have a plus 2. And then here we can't take anything out except for negative 1. So here we also have a plus 2. So now we have 2a minus 1 and a plus 2 equals 0. Okay, and then from here we have, let's take this side first. So, and let's also put sine x back into a. So we'll get 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0. And then we just have sine x equals 1 over 2. And if you know your unit circle, you'll get that x equals pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. And that's the answer for the left side. And now, let's look at the right side. So let's draw a line there. And now this a plus 2 is also going to be the same thing as sine x plus 2 equals 0, and which is the same thing as sine x equals negative 2. Now, we actually can't do anything with this because the function sine is actually only in the values negative 1 to 1. And you see that negative 2 is outside this range. So we actually can't do anything with this. So that means pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6 are the only answers to this. Okay, so the next equation we have is 2 sine x plus cosine x equals 3. And the domain is still x is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 2 pi. So first, we know that cosecant x is the same thing as 1 over sine x. So we can just say this is 2 sine x plus 1 over sine x equals 3. Now, let's do another substitution. So we have a equals sine x. So we can just say this as 2a plus 1 over a equals 3. And to get rid of this fraction right here, we can just multiply everything by a. So we have 2a squared plus a. And if we move this 3a to the other side, actually this is just going to be 1. And then this is just going to be minus 3a equals 0. And if we rearrange this, we'll have 2a squared minus 3a plus 1 equals 0. So now, let's factor this out to find the zeros. So we have the 2 and negative 3. So we can just say this is negative 2, negative 1. So this can be 2a squared minus 2a minus a plus 1 equals 0. And then if we factor this out, we'll have 2a, and we'll have a and minus 1. And then we can just take out negative 1 here. We'll have a and negative 1 here as well, equals 0. So now if we put this back together, we'll have 2a minus 1 and a minus 1 equals 0. So now if we put a back in as sine x back into here, we'll have if we take the left side, we'll have 2 sine x minus 1 equals 0. And that just gives you sine x equals 1 over 2. And we know that from the last example, that's just going to be pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. Now this, we can replace it again. So we have sine x equals 1. And on the unit circle, this is also the same thing as, this is going to be just pi over 2, which is 90 degrees. So we can just say x equals pi over 2. So these are the 3 answers to the equation. It's just going to be pi over 6, 5 pi over 6, and pi over 2.